Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to Rob Parker, and he's saying Carmelo Anthony is not a NBA Hall of Famer. So let's check out what he talking about. Make sure you subscribe if this your first time here. Click that like button. That's how they push the video. I appreciate you. Now let's go.
So the question is, remember, the NBA doesn't have its own Hall of Fame.
You think they will? Or they're just gonna write it
should.
out? You think they will?
If
they do.
If I'm
Adam Silver.
You want to leave behind something where people don't look at your legacy as you were the soft commissioner, you were the one who allowed load management, you know what I mean, and all that.
He's soft regardless.
The legacy should be that they should start an NBA Hall of Fame. There's no reason why a sport doesn't have its own own Hall of Fame. And it doesn't matter what they do in the Basketball Hall of Fame, because that covers everything. They got Harlem Globetrotters in there. They got all kinds of people in there. You know what I mean? So you could keep that going.
Yep.
Have your own NBA Hall of Fame. But the question really is, and you brought it up earlier, because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, there's no doubt that Carmelo would get in
100%.
because you got a couple things all set up. You have the Olympics, where he won gold medals.
Yep.
Bo, is it 3? Can you look it up?
One of the greatest of all time.
He or Kevin Durant have 4. Because they went like boom, boom. They just didn't stop.
I'm going to say my gut says 3.
Yeah, Carmelo has 3.
3?
Yeah, that's what I thought. My gut was 3.
3 gold medals.
And he also won an unbelievable national championship his freshman year at Syracuse.
Those things alone.
Right, get you into the Hall of Fame.
The Basketball Hall of Fame. Yep.
Right, so that's okay. But if we took that stuff away and it was just based on his NBA career, because now the whole thing now is that because he's a Basketball Hall of Famer, what will the Nuggets do? Will they retire his number 15? Yeah. Because guess who wears number 15?
That's
the Joker.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way, that's
another one. I didn't want to do that one today.
That's a conversation we had.
We're going to have that conversation. But anyway,
we've got plenty of time.
Would Carmelo make it in the NBA Hall of Fame if there was an NBA Hall of Fame?
Okay.
And I always go with gut, like first, and then I do my research.
Yep.
And my gut is no, he would not.
Break it down.
Not enough winning. You got to win their major awards. There's like a lot of things that I think when you're on that level, to me, and I'm a hard voter.
Right.
Because I believe in, if we have to debate your career, you're not a Hall of Fame.
Honestly,
if I say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you got a conversation for me? You have no conversation.
Right.
If I say Magic Johnson, you have a conversation?
Nope.
Like, to me, that's right. Michael Jordan, you know, Steph Curry. Like, this is what I'm saying. Kevin Durant. When you have to debate somebody, I don't believe you're a Hall of Famer. And here's the other thing, too. Melo. Never a first team All-NBA. Never. He was second team twice.
I didn't even know that.
4 times. He did win 1 scoring title, which is great. 10-time All-Star. That's fine. But that's the missing element. You know, didn't win any MVPs. The scoring championship 1 year. So I'm there. I'm going to say that. Where are you?
Here's my, I think you'll appreciate this. There's a difference between Hall of Fame talent
this kind of crazy
and Hall of Fame career. And I think Carmelo Anthony absolutely is a Hall of Fame talent.
Facts.
But by the hair of my chinny chin, he doesn't get in. If we're going just NBA, not college and Olympics.
See, I totally disagree with what they saying. Like, I believe Melo definitely a Hall of Fame talent. I believe the NBA do need a Hall of Fame, but saying Carmelo Anthony shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame is crazy. Now, they were saying outliers, like, yo, if you got to think about it, then no. Bro, you have first ballot Hall of Famers. No, Melo is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No way, no how, as Rob would say. No, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is he a second ballot Hall of Famer? Probably not, too. But third, fourth? Yes. Melo should be in the Hall of Fame. He got 28,289 points. Bro, he done scored more points than almost everybody. He definitely top 15 on the list, if not top 10. NBA total points list. Total points leaders. Let's see. Because he probably, Melo right up there. Right up there. Carmelo Anthony is number 10 on the list. All-time scoring total, he's number 10. That's crazy. James Harden is number 11. That's real crazy. Kevin Durant is number 8. That's crazy too. Them boys are moving in on people. But come on, man. You gotta say that Carmelo Anthony is a Hall of Famer. He's not a first ballot though. That's where you separate. That's where the separator is in the NFL. That's how they separate it, right? So you got Randy Moss, first ballot. Jerry Rice, first ballot. You see what I'm saying? These are the people that, the greatest of the greatest at their position go first ballot. You see what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, the Kobe's, the, Shaqs and the Kareems, the guys that they were saying a definite yes to, them are first ballots. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, LeBron James. These are first ballot people. Melo ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's a Hall of Famer. Y'all let me know, because this is taking away his Olympics, his college, where he won the championship in college. It's taking that away. This is strictly NBA. But I gotta be honest, I honestly think the Olympics should be part of your NBA resume, to me, because when they gather all them players from the NBA to go play in the Olympics, it's like, that matters. Gold medals and championships are two of the things that I value the most, because it ain't nobody voting on that. It ain't like, it could go to this guy and that guy, and then reporters or writers or, analysts vote on it, right? It is, you got to earn it out there on the field, on the court, and win. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate those things the most. But y'all let me know, do you think Carmelo Anthony is an NBA Hall of Famer if you took away college and the Olympics? Because I still do. Put it down in the comments. As always, if this is your first time here, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the other content. Y'all be easy. Be safe.